Hey y'all, welcome back
to another episode of the
I Just Think That podcast. My name is Charlene.
I'm Wangoey.
And we're so glad that you're here.
We're so excited to do another episode. This is what, 4?
Yeah.
Episode 4. Look at us, y'all. Consistency.
Yes.
Come on now.
Yes.
All right, let's dive in.
Vibe check. Vibe check.
Vibe check. How are we?
I'm good.
I'm good too.
I'm good.
Look at us.
Yes.
Well, and good.
Yes. Consistent and good. Yes.
I really do think it is the weather. Like we really do like move with the weather. Like it was cold, it was brittle, everybody was inside.
Yeah.
Now it's spring, it's new beginnings.
Yes.
Endings are ending, new things are happening.
Yes.
And it's just like you're open to so much too.
You
like
are, yeah.
It's nice outside.
And you're excited to get out the house. You're just like, you're excited to be like, yes, like I want to run some errands. And
yes, you be wanting to run errands for no reason
for
when
no
it's warm outside. When it's cold, you'd be like,
it'd be a battle.
It'd be a whole trial and
trial and tribulation.
A whole mission just to go outside.
Yeah, to go to the post, to go to Target, to go to Walmart,
literally
just do
anything. Go to the ATM, staying in the car.
Yes.
It's like, ooh, I gotta go.
Yes, it'd be a whole operation. But no, I'm feeling good.
I know, I am too.
Yes, I think yes. I think it really is 80% weather. And then like 20%, like things in life are like things
in life are good. And also like, I don't know, it is true what they say when you're like planning stuff, you're just like more excited for like, I don't know, things are getting booked.
Yes,
things are getting booked. They're busy. Like, I'm so excited for spring, summer, fall, winter even.
Yes. I feel like this is like whenever we start like coming outside. So it's like the calls are like, hey, so can you make it to this trip?
Yeah, I'm having this on this day. Like, brunch, we're doing brunch rooftop this. We're going here.
Yes.
We're going to this concert.
Just came out for. Yes.
So-and-so's having this.
Yes.
Having this function, this event.
I love it. I'm ready to be back outside.
I am too. Everybody is too. And I love when everybody is just like on that, like, I'm ready to be back outside. Let's hang out. Let's do this. It's so exciting.
Yes, I love it.
Good vibes.
Yeah, good vibes all around. All right, y'all, we're diving in. We're diving in. We're going to talk about, we're going to talk about AI. All of the things about AI. This could honestly be like almost a 2-part conversation because we could talk about like AI, like how you personally use AI. We could talk about it from, like we were talking, like culture, how it's affecting society.
How it's affecting like art and society and just like honestly people's everyday use. Like how the kids be using it in school and they're getting mad about that.
Yes, they are. Yes, there's so many things. I feel like when I think about AI, I think of it like a knife in the sense of like you I feel like AI could be like, you could use a knife to kill someone or you could use it to make your dinner. Like you use it to cut onions.
It's a tool.
It's literally it's a tool. It's like, a resource.
I view it's all like kind of like social media too, and or the internet in general. Some people hate it. Some people hate the internet. Yeah. Some people hate social media. That's some people's livelihood. Yes. And people have become millionaires, like thousandaires. Some people rely on it for their income. And it could be a double-edged sword. It could be used like a tool, anything, a car even. You can use your car to get you to work, to get you to school, to get you to these places, to get you to where you need to be. Or the way some people be using their cars, y'all don't need to be having them cars. Honestly, some of y'all don't need to be having them cars. It's revoke the license. A tool can be used to help you. It can be used to hurt you as well.
It can be used to hurt other people too.
And other people also. Again, like the internet, like some people, it can be used for such great things. Like we've seen. We've seen social media and the internet be used for such amazing things. But also, on the other hand, it's been used for such terrible, awful things. Does it make it bad or does it make it good as a whole?
I don't know. I feel like I feel like it's a neutral. It's a neutral. Like I remember when before AI came out, I was like, I'm the kind of person, I love new technology. So I was like, man, like there hasn't been any new technology.
Hop on an app.
I love to be an early adapter. Let me tell you. But I literally I was like, I feel like there needs to be new technology. I feel like we haven't advanced enough as a society. And probably a year later, then AI finally came out. And it was it to me is like a advanced version of the internet. And that's all it is.
It is. It really is. I think I just think it could be used for such better things than what people are using it for. I also think again, it can get in the hands of the wrong people. And
do you think that it was released too soon to the, like, because I'm sure AI has been something that's people have been working on for
forever,
years, like before, probably in like 2012 or something, like people have been thinking about AI. But do you think that it was like released to the public too soon?
I don't know. I think that's like hard to say.
Or maybe do you think it was released too late?
I don't think it was released too late for sure, because again, like social media and the internet in general is still really evolving. I don't know. I think if anything, it was the right time, but I don't think it was the right, I don't know if it like the right generation or the right people, the right society is who it was released to. So a lot of times you think AI just like ChatGPT, but like people be using AI for like such stupid things. Like when it first popped out, do you remember people were like doing like their headshots or like this is what my baby is gonna look like?
LinkedIn,
And then also I found out people were paying for that. I thought that was free. Y'all are paying
for that.
To have what you can do in Adobe probably.
Or what people were doing on Facebook way back when. Whenever you would see the little thing like check to see what your baby will look like.
Like what is this? I think again a tool like people. I don't know. I think it could also just be used for so much better things than like doing your Photoshop, like little Photoshop headshot, trying to be an astronaut so you can post it on Facebook. And I also think like people, when I say like the wrong society, I guess, a lot of people already don't have good media literacy.
Right. And AI.
One thing about me, I'm an advocate for media literacy. I'm an advocate for media literacy all the way. People want to talk about financial literacy. Yes, that is very important. But you also need to have money to be financially literate. Which is something a lot of people don't have. You can't save your way out of poverty. You can't save your way out of, I mean, maybe sometimes you can save your way out of debt, but like a lot of the times you just need to make more money. That's really it. And then you start learning your financial literacy when you have the money to be financially literate with. But a lot of people are not media literate.
And I feel like media literacy, and y'all are probably sick of me talking about the library, but like, I feel like media literacy began in the library whenever we used to go, like, I don't know if you did this in elementary school and like middle school, you used to go to the library and they literally would teach you how to Google, how to look at resources and be like, hey, like, this is like, here's how to check to see if this is fact or fake.
Or like, checking a website. I learned like a lot of media literacy in college too, also because that was like my degree.
That was your major?
That was my major. My major was quite literally media studies. And we had a whole class dedicated to media literacy. Like, and that's what a lot of journalists go through when they're like becoming journalists. But with the internet, and I know they talked about this in high school too. Like, high school, middle school. On like being able to spot fake websites and being able to, is this website relevant? Is this written by a good,
between like .com, .gov,
.net? Yes, y'all don't know this, and that didn't translate into. I mean, because social media wasn't relevant then, but that should have translated. That's what they need to be teaching in these schools. Like, this is why people get so like, oh no, I saw this on the internet, and they told us this in school too. Be careful of everything you read on the internet.
And not everything on the internet is true.
Or it's real, or like even if you do see something or see a TikTok about, look it up yourself. Do your own little research. And people love to say, oh, I did my own research. You watched a 15-second reel on Instagram or Facebook because somebody had some big bold letters, had some slow music, and talked like this. Just because they're doing that does not make it fact. Or like anything that people be posting. I hate these blogs. Yeah, I'm not an advocate for the Shade Room, Hollywood, whatever. All those little blogs, I hate them. I hate them all.
Spiritual world in them,
nothing spiritual about, just demons. But like all of that, like a lot of that stuff is just like, it's either not real or it's not all the way true, and people will just see it and take it and run. You're not even reading the article. You're looking at the title and I saw this and this. And
that's literally a modern day tabloid that you would like go to the grocery store and you would see, and then it would be like, boom, Britney Spears did this, and you're like, oh my gosh, and then obviously everyone would be like, that's a tabloid. You can't believe everything that you read on tabloids. But people read those on like the Shade Room,
but now people, it's everywhere. People use like those as their sources for like every everyday news. No, you need to be following the freaking New York Times, follow CNN
NPR,
or actual journalists, or follow
yes.
actual journalists, not so-and-so from the freaking Hollywood shade room, whatever. Like, but yeah, so I think AI came into the wrong group of people, maybe in a couple years when media literacy has been like thought out and distributed throughout society. But now, no, like even our parents, like our parents don't believe that like there's a giant walking, like show your mom or like show your auntie or whoever, like they're gonna see some video on Facebook and it's gonna be AI and they're gonna be like, look what's going on. This is happening in Italy right now.
Yes,
the entire country.
Floods, it's coming for us.
Like, whoa, that's
AI.
That's AI. It's fake. Like, I just think it came at the wrong time. If anything,
it came into a society that's used to like overindulging and overconsumption and almost like an obsessed society. Like when social media came out, people became obsessed to the point where it was like crazy. When Twitter came out, it was just like people were tweeting every single day, all the time, all the things.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I think it's that way now. I also like, just think of like, since I'm not calling this old, but like, I think like I've been on Instagram since Instagram became like, also people don't know, like Instagram only was for Apple products when it first came out. So it was on my iPod because I had an Android, so it was only on my iPod, and this was like in middle school-ish. So became like, had Snapchat when Snapchat first came out. Got out of that. Everyone please do.
Just, if you're not, come on.
The beginning stages of Facebook, and then we phased out of that and we moved to Twitter. But like when Twitter, like even when Facebook started,
Twitter came out when you had to. I used to text in my tweets.
Yeah, you could text in your tweets.
That what was it? 4040 or whatever.
But no, like people would just use it again as a tool. Like it was something for social, like just kiki, ha ha ha.
But that was going from a world, like a time when like people weren't really like internet connected. The thing that really
they kind of were, because before that was like MySpace and Bebo. I don't know. I wasn't on MySpace or Bebo. That was a little before my time, but like not that much. But then like for Facebook, like at first Facebook was for only Harvard students. Mark Zuckerberg made that so he could rank women, and then it transformed into just college students. Facebook was just for college students. You had to have like a college, a college email or something, and then it became for everyone. But then again, it evolved, and now like I just remember in high school, we were on socials, but not like now. People weren't making the money that they are. Like companies didn't have entire departments dedicated to social. And also people love just like the instant gratification that social media can get now. And also again, it became a better tool too.
And AI goes back to that instant gratification.
Yes, I'm just having to that too.
It really is just a tool that you can use to get whatever you want, especially at the snap of your fingers, especially open at AI, where it's like, and even that evolved into something crazy too, where it was just like ChatGPT was only for like, I think you would only get current stuff from like 2016 or like, it was like a specific year or something.
And you could only ask it like certain things.
Yes.
Like now ChatGPT, bro.
What?
Like I know they're complaining a lot in schools, like in colleges mainly, and adding it to their like cheating policy. If you use AI, if you use ChatGPT to do your assignments, but that just goes into like, y'all are in college to study for your careers,
for your whole career.
You can't be doing AI
all the time.
But I know, I'm not gonna act like I don't use it. I'd be like, write me this email, write me this caption for this, write me my to-do list. Like everyone's guilty of it in some way, shape, or form. But it's just like, okay, like how are we gonna use it to either be better or to not let it take over?
I think it's just going back to like using it as the tool that it's intended for it to, but not overindulging into it to the point that you almost stop thinking. Like I feel like, because I remember like I remember there was like this like conference that I went to, and there was a guy and he was talking and he was just like, hey, just let y'all know, and it was like a marketing thing. It's like, hey, AI is here, you have to learn how to use it. If you don't learn how to use it, someone who does know how to use AI will replace your job, whatever. So you have to know how to, one, do your job, but also use AI in a proficient way. And you have to have both of those things. And that makes sense, because that's just the way that society is going. And that's okay. And I was like, I'm here for that. And I'm here for using it, but also using your brain. Like you have to have the critical, like going back to the critical thinking skills.
Yes. Something a lot
and using it as
have.
like a real tool too. Like not just like, I feel like AI, you can't use it for just like little dumb stuff. Like it has to like, you have to really feed in some real good information for me to justify like,
I think that also goes into just like being, I don't know if that's media literacy or maybe like technology literacy. Is that a word?
Even critical thinking sometimes. A little bit
skills.
of everything.
Like just knowing how to use it for you, but also like AI is also really bad for the environment.
So bad
it's
for
so
the
bad for the environment. So like why would they make it if it's so bad for the environment?
Literally.
But that's like probably a conversation for another day.
Technology, just like fossil fuels, the way that we get our electricity from the world and just the amount of fossil fuels that it takes to run AI is insane.
But is it needed though? Like what if we just didn't have it?
We didn't have AI.
We
would be fine.
We would be fine.
Exactly. Okay. Like we know a world without it. We know a world even without the internet.
Yes. Like so. Like we would it's be not necessarily needed. Like,
but I kind of wish there was more limits to it.
I do too. I wish it was more restricting. I wish it was like I wish there was boundaries and restrictions on it too. Because one for the environment and just also for people's brains
and mental health. Let's talk about it because this is the part that I'm really excited to talk about.
Okay, talk about it.
Okay, so love AI for like all the ways that it can help and do things professionally. We can talk about like art and stuff. Maybe I don't know if we'll have time for it, but the thing that it's doing to people's mental health. So recently there was a discussion that happened on Twitter of people basically using AI as their therapist.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. We saw that. We all saw that conversation.
We all know what we're talking about.
People have. I've seen people joke about that, but like I didn't. It was a conversation like earlier this week on Twitter though. But until I saw people actually like people were posting like their screenshots, and I'm just like.
I wish like I had better service in here and I would be like literally able to show you how like you could have an interpersonal relationship with an AI. Like, you remember that movie that they made about that man who was in love with his computer?
It was like called Her or something. Or
something like that. Something like that. One letter. Yes. Yes. And it is so scary what that can turn into in the future. I remember being in like another conference, like another marketing thing of like, and it was talking about what it was a church thing, but what it's going to do for kids who are growing up and having dependent relationships with their AI and what that's going to do for people. Like they're not going to know how to connect with people on a real level.
I mean, people already, they say that now, like the pandemic like killed a lot of people's like social skills, but adding in all these like technologies and these, resources, I'm gonna put it quotes in resources. Cause like, are they truly resources? If like, if we can live without them. But like using AI, like ChatGPT as your therapist, I'm sorry, that is insane to me. That is like,
but it's also like scary insane. How it responds. Like, the response is like, it's so like, it could be your therapist. And another the controversy was just like, well, it's cheaper than for people who
like
afford like therapy or like a real therapist or something like that. But it's just like, no, at all. Like you need to know how to talk. You need
to know how to talk to people. You need to know how to have a conversation. Like people already say like the internet and social media or our phones are like killing like personalities and like people being able to have actual genuine conversations. But like using it as your therapist, that's insane. I've never even like, but like, how do you even think to do that? Like, I never would have considered having ChatGPT as my therapist or just like talking about my feelings.
Evolving. I forgot what this company is called, but there's this new company. It's this new tech company, and it's kind of like a little necklace, and it's called like Friend or something. Another one letter, one name situation.
They love the one syllable.
One syllable, yes. And basically, like you wear it around your neck, and like it's just with you all the time. So then, like it has like it's gonna ask like, hey, Wangoe, how are you doing today? And then you like
sad.
Yeah, and they'll be like, oh, what's got you down? Like it will talk to you as a friend. It'll talk you through different things and you wear it all the time. And this is like your friend that you carry around with you all the time. And that person is really building a dependence on this necklace, basically.
That's like so wild to me.
It's
that's
like
so wild. That's weird. It's a little creepy too.
Yeah. Have you ever seen this? I think it's a movie or a show. It's called The Creator. And it's basically like about what AI could look like in the future, which is like basically robots that look like people. And you don't know that it's like, and you know the difference between a person and a robot because they don't have a brain. It's just like wires and cords and gears and stuff. But no, and
but like, that's like, I mean, you could say that's like what people's brains are turning into now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like not knowing how to have like conversations or just like, but like I feel like even with a therapist or even if you're gonna talk to somebody like about your feelings or just like what you're going through, just like the personality and just like being personable behind that is something that AI can't have. Like you can't, and they don't have like life experiences. Like sometimes your therapist can pull from like their own experience or just like what they've seen from past clients, what's worked, what hasn't worked. You can't do that with AI.
Yes, and there's just like a character formation process that happens to like mentally and like in your heart, honestly, that you can only get from talking to another person.
Yeah, like that builds also some type of weird dependency, some weird codependency. Like all this, like people really be like, oh, I got AI as my therapist or like ChatGPT as my therapist. No,
like whoa, put it like down. But then also like that dependency is so scary because what if the world shut down and you don't have electricity? Your mental health is dependent on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's what like it's their tool. Like we saw it with like TikTok when it went away for like 10 seconds. Like these things really are like, I mean, like low-key they are kind of temporary. Like we do rely on them, yes, but just like the temporary aspect or just like relying on a machine, relying on a program.
Yes, it's so scary. Like I remember there was this like it was one of those like Reddit stories or whatever, and like the wife asking like, am I crazy for thinking something like this or leaving my husband? It was because so her husband basically built this AI platform that had like Disney characters because she's a Disney adult, so she was like has Disney characters, and he built this platform for her. And he was like, hey, like I built this for you so that you can like basically talk to your favorite characters and it would respond as her favorite characters. So this was like their big like anniversary gift or whatever. And she got a chance to use it the whole thing. But like all AI, it kind of has limits to like how like you can't talk about it like sexual stuff. Like you can't talk about too emotional stuff, the whole thing. Well, his wife found a way to bypass it. And she was able to like hacking AI and having like pretty like graphic sexual like conversations with these like characters. And he caught her. She went to like do like run errands or something and left her laptop open and was just looking at the conversation that she was having. And he was like wondering like why is it me and
sexting?
Yes, yes.
That's like the movie.
Yes, and he was wondering why, like, the intimacy, I guess, had fell within their marriage.
She got another man.
Yes,
and the man is GBT.
Yes.
It's Chat.
It's Chat.
My guy, Chat.
Yes, and it, like, he literally, like, divorced, like, you move out. Like, there's
Dang, it was on Reddit?
Yes, it was on Reddit. Yes, it was,
That we might start seeing some of that.
Yes, and that is literally, like, that's crazy. Like that's what people are gonna start doing. People are already like the dating world is crap. Now people are gonna turn to
the internet to these like machines and ChatGPT. I think that also just like another thing where I'm just like not completely for it.
Yeah,
but like somewhat against
limits.
It. Yeah, more limits and more restrictions and boundaries. But also just like you need to work your brain.
Yeah.
You need to work your brain. You need
enrichment
here. To be working your brain. Especially y'all, we are young. We are too young.
Too young for the brain
to be
like
having our brain be lazy. Yeah. I know people be like, oh yeah, like ChatGPT wrote my email. Like, I don't know. I be doing that
too. Or like, ChatGPT
wrote me a meal plan. ChatGPT did my workout routine. ChatGPT like did organize my tasks. But like, you need to do, even though they like super simple, mundane things, you need to have your brain working. Yeah. But that also just goes into like being a human too.
Being a human. You need to be a human being. Yes.
You need to be working your brain. You need to be exercised. Let me look this up. When was the last time you really looked something up?
That AI just didn't.
Y'all hate looking things up.
Yes, they hate it. Yes.
That's not TikTok. Don't go to that TikTok.
Yes. Because TikTok's literally just like our modern day Wikipedia. Like honestly, like let's call it what it is.
Yes. And I know people like love to joke like y'all we're really the modern aunties. You know how like you used to joke about like your mom and auntie, like everything from Facebook, everything from WhatsApp.
Yeah, that's
us. That's us with TikTok
and AI.
And AI.
Yes, because who's gonna fact check AI? Like,
yeah, because it's just like pulling from the internet, but just like, but that goes into also like that instant gratification that
people want the answer right now.
But that's like goes in like tapping into that, and our attention span is just getting lower and lower and lower.
Yeah. Yes, we went from like watching like hour-long episodes to like cutting it down to like TikTok cut it down to like 5-minute episodes. Well, yes. Well, okay, we need to talk about this again.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do a part 2 about this.
We need to talk about the media and
the
society,
art space.
The art
Let's tap into that.
Yes. So we'll probably have another part 2 about this AI conversation.
For sure.
Yes. But let's dive into our weekly reports.
What are we reading? What are we reading?
It's so funny that we even talk about I'm reading the TikTok comment section, y'all.
I guess you say I'm reading like Twitter. Yeah, because Twitter be with the real-time updates and the commentary.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Yes.
Okay, what are we eating?
Okay, what are we eating? If I'm being honest with you, I don't know what I'm eating.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'm eating.
Yes.
I tried that Chipotle chicken, y'all. It's good.
Yes.
Go eat it.
So
it's so good. They need to put that on the honestly, take that regular chicken away and add that as their regular.
Yeah,
it's so
how am I
good.
Supposed to go back. Yes, it's so good. I love it. Okay, what are we playing right now?
What are we playing right now? I'm finishing up Law and Order Organized Crime. Stabler show. That's what I'm playing.
I think I'm watching a lot of vlogs right now. Some of my favorite like influencers. I'm like kind of back in my little like YouTube era.
Yes.
I miss a vlog. Yes.
Long form content. Yes. It's not every day.
Brain enrichment.
Yes.
Yes.
Feed that mind. Feed that attention span.
Yes.
We love it.
We love it. Okay, what are you obsessed with?
What I'm obsessed with? Okay, I kind of have 2 obsessions right now.
Yeah.
But I'm going to keep them brief. I'll try. My first obsession is those astronauts who made it back.
Yes, they made it back.
I love it.
Yes.
I love to see that. I love that they made it back.
Yes.
And also, I'm going to keep following that story because I want to know, one, how they're like adapting to Earth, kind of.
Yeah.
And if they going to get paid.
Yes.
I need to know that.
Yes.
You're telling me I was supposed to go, if you are planning to go anywhere for a week and you stay 9 months, anywhere, think anywhere, just anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Let alone
that
not even
change you as a person. Yeah.
9 months. Yeah. So I'm tapped into that. And I'm also, I don't know, have you heard about the Barkley Marathon? Or the Berkeley Marathon? That is the most ridiculous. I'm sorry, y'all. That's some real white people stuff.
I remember that they did it last year too.
I've never heard of it until it came on my TikTok.
Your For You page?
Yeah, on my FYP. That is the most, y'all, if y'all don't know what it is, do a deep dive on it. Yes. Research it on TikTok.
It's the most insane, like superhuman type of thing.
It's like 100, it's over the course, it's 100 miles, marathon. And it has to be done under like 60 hours or something. And also get this, like the runners, one, don't know when the run starts. They don't know the path, and also it's through like terrain too. It's in the middle of like the woods in Tennessee. So they're going up, down, hot, cold, like it's crazy.
It's insane.
And they don't know, they don't really have like a straight path. And also the way that they're like count as like the loops or the mile is there's like pages of a book.
There's books laying around at the checkpoints.
No, there's pages. There's pages of a book, and they have to grab
with your bib.
And there's no way to track these people. And also, the only way to get these updates is from some guy on Twitter. It's the most. That's some real white people stuff. I'm sorry, that is the most insane. And also, the way that you know how it started was apparently like the guy who shot Martin Luther King allegedly. I actually should fact check this. The guy who shot Martin Luther King escaped. I don't know if this is true or not. Escaped, and he only made it like 60 miles or something. And that's how it started.
That's crazy.
And they were like, if we would have done this way, we would have been able to get it. So that's
I didn't know that's how it started. I remember following it last year, and that was
I've never heard of this until this year. That is the most insane thing. But that's what I'm obsessed with.
Oh, okay. The thing that I'm obsessed with. Okay, this sounds so bad. This is not bad, but okay, it's come around full circle every single year. The Selena Gomez, Hailey Bieber, Justin Bieber like nonsense has like circled back again this year. I watched the 7-part series. Yes. And I'm actually not even obsessed with that
girl.
Hailey, it never is. I'm sorry, girl, but it never is. But I'm not even obsessed with that part. I just did the rabbit trail to Lou Taylor.
Who's that?
Lou Taylor was like the manager or like like she owned this management company who also is the same person that all the Kardashians, like that's how they kind of like became famous because Kris had this connection with Lou Taylor and Diddy also has this connection with Lou Taylor. But Lou Taylor is also like a deacon or like person, like a board member basically of these churches. That's why we always see Justin Bieber always singing at random churches. Is that
why they're like Kris Jenner started that church for like a tax write-off? Yeah, yes. They're also saying that's why Kanye started his like church
thing. Yes. And then Kanye also talked about like Lou Taylor as well. I was like basically like, watch out for her. But then
the whole Kanye really a credible witness though?
That's always yes. But Lou Taylor basically is like the head honcho to all of this like Diddy, Bieber, like all of this like I guess celebrity stuff. So I've been doing crazy deep dives into like blind items about Lou Taylor.
I'm
like
screaming.
It's been my new thing to just like dive deep on. It's so crazy. But yeah, I'll tell you what I find next episode about Lou Taylor because it's nuts how much she's connected. Okay. What are you recommending?
What am I recommending? I'm recommending, I don't know if I recommended it before, but yoga. And just going to the gym. Going to the gym, y'all. Get in the gym. Yoga and hot yoga.
Yeah. Okay, I love it. I'm recommending braids. Y'all, I just got braids and it feels so good. And sometimes it's not every day.
It's been a long time coming.
It's been a long time coming, y'all. And I finally got braids and it feels so good.
You've been trying to get braids for like 9 months.
Literally, yeah. So I'm recommending braids. And that's also like my treat too. I treat myself to braids.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh. I don't know what I treated myself to. Again, like what's the treat? You need like
we had our adventure. That's a Patreon episode.
What was our adventure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I treated myself. I cut my hair, y'all. So that's something. Yeah. Actually, that is what I'm obsessed with too.
Yes.
Short hair. I see why the girls be getting a bob. It's so much easier. Oh my gosh.
And it looks so good.
Yes. Let it go. Yo, let it go. Cut it. Cut it. Yes. Let go of the hair. It's okay. It's hair. It's gonna grow back.
Yes. Yo, bob is fine. Yes.
Come on, Ramante.
Yes.
But yeah, that wraps up this week's episode.
Yes. Thank you so much for listening. Catch us on the socials.
Yeah, follow us on socials. Yes. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter.
Yes.
And yeah, everyone have a great week.
Yes. Bye, y'all. Bye.